Speaking of bracelets, we have a brand new bracelet right now, and we are going to find out maybe why it's called the Trumpet bracelet. It is a beautiful ribbed bangle, and this ribbed bangle also has glittering stones in it. It's $66.80. It's on 3 monthly payments of $22.27. If you've ever thought about, if you're a bangle lover like I am, I love bangles. I really do. This is the one then to consider getting, because it is just that beautiful to be able to wear this one. One quick thing I want you to know, there is an average size and a large size. So average is going to fit about 7 to 7.5, and the large about 7.5 to 8 inches. This right here is the average size. I want to just show you there's a hinge at the bottom. At the top, there is a little snap hinge, which I'm going to snap for you right now as I bring it over. Listen. You hear that? Hear the snap? And there's the bangle bracelet. Look at that.
One of these things that's called non-spousal, which means you don't need somebody to help you put on.
Exactly.
You can put these things on by yourself, which was really very good. Right. And I'd love to be able to answer your question, why is this called the Trumpet bracelet? We really don't know, but it was called the Trumpet bracelet. And what it was, her sister, Peggy, who was the oldest of the sisters. Okay. There was a younger sister, and of course the boy was in between. And Grace and her older sister got along very well. She got along very well with, it's a very close, loving family. They did get along well with each other. But sometimes they click a little better with one and the other. And Peggy, of course, they got along very well. And for some reason, there was a bracelet which was probably in the mother's collection because it was 18 karat. And they did what little girls do all the time. You get into mommy's jewelry box and you put them on.
That's
and
right.
It's like my daughter. My daughter knows every piece in my wife's jewelry box, and all her friends know every piece in the jewelry box, and they've worn it 100 times or 1,000 times. There was one piece, and for some reason they called it the Trumpet bracelet. Unknown, kind of lost to history. But she was making a movie called High Society, and one of the people that were in High Society, one of the men, one of the stars, was Louis Armstrong, a trumpet player, famous Louis Armstrong. And when Peggy found out that Grace was going to meet Louis Armstrong, can you imagine? She said, make sure you wear the Trumpet bracelet. She not only wore the Trumpet bracelet, she wore it in the movie. And we're going to show you photographs of it. So it became the Trumpet bracelet. And it's a bracelet that she continued to keep. She is not Princess Grace at this point. They're making the movie. This, of course, is the famous Louis Armstrong, just the trumpet player and singer, and we just know him so well.
Right.
And here is, they were actually taking a break during the filming. And she wasn't wearing this outfit during the piece. It was on because it was a little bit cool when they were doing it. And she threw this on. And here is the Trumpet bracelet. So she not only brought it along when she met him, she wore it in the movie. And here, of course, you see it in the movie. And so if you watch High Society, you're going to see 2 pieces of her jewelry that are in there. One is a official engagement ring that we have sold. That's a big diamond ring. She wore that throughout the whole movie, and she wore this Trumpet bracelet.
Wow, it's beautiful. This really does look like 14 or 18 karat gold.
It was.
And it's interesting because we in the jewelry industry would call it a shrimp design or a ribbed design. And it's just stunning. But wait, you see what's on the front? Those are stones. Those are those beautiful Swarovski crystals. And so it really allows to have some sparkle and shine, even though it's very high polished as well. So it's a beauty. And this is what we call a graduated design, where it's wider in the front on the top, and then it gets slightly smaller right here. I also want to just tell you, this is a little different clasp than what you normally see. And so what you do is actually you push down on the one end. You see how that opens up like a little, tiger's mouth? And you just open that up, and it's like that, and then snap it closed, and
it's
you're all
oval
set to
in
go.
shape, and that's a reason for that. And when you see an oval shape, it means it's not going to rotate on your hands, and there has to be a reason. Why don't you want it to rotate? Because you sometimes want to have that wide side, the side that's going out, and We can show you over here that the other side is very, very pretty, the thinner side,
Right.
depending upon your mood and the mood that you want at the time that you're wearing it. So because it is oval, this is a bracelet. It is a hard bangle, and a hard bangle should move. It should slide up and down your arm, but it won't rotate very much. And if you want to wear it the other way, and Amanda, could you turn that around and you can see the other side of it, that it is just, you see how it won't rotate on its own. You have a different look to it.
Right.
And the trumpet part, the wider part, can stay on the inside of your wrist. So you get a dual usage out of this.
There's another bracelet that would look great with that as well. The other thing I want to quickly mention is that we have already had several people bring this